Kane.
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 Kane. Kane.
Kane Hodder.
He's the Jason as far as anybody who knows what they're talking about with Friday the 13th goes.
He stick the character's head in liquid nitrogen to kill him, but then he smashes it on top of that.
He is the epitome of Jason, God damn it!
The sleeping bag kill in part 7, it's pretty creative.
He was a good, imposing character. And I think just someone that you remember becomes an icon.
Everybody knows him and he's synonymous with horror.
I was on fire for 44 seconds. Set some kind of records at the time. What happened to me was so horrible that it wouldn't even be allowed in a movie. I talked to this reporter and she said, let's do a story about the local kid that's making his way in the stunt business. You know, I'll give you some pictures and if you want, I'll do a fire stunt for you live. I was getting ready to light myself and completely burst into flames everywhere. The thing that people don't understand unless you've been on fire is that when your head is in the flames and you can hear your hair burning and you can feel your face burning and your ears burning, you run. We got in her Jeep. We said, we got to get somewhere to get some help. As I walk through the house, there's a little girl sitting on the floor playing, and she was terrified.
It's bad enough, being burned, obviously, but all the other things that went wrong, the doctors who didn't know what they were doing, his father saying don't give him any pain medicine for it. I mean, it couldn't have been worse.
But the burn injury made me a far more empathetic human being in general.
I'm so drawn to him because he's such a great person.
The nicest, kindest men and women are the ones that play these killer monsters.
I was wearing my hockey mask and we were like eyes to eyes. I did what Kane does. I did that heavy breathing where he like lifts up his shoulder and tilted my head a little. He smiled at that. I think he thought that was cool.
Kane has a reputation of really being fun with the fans. They love it.
See, he gets it. The fans are the ones that are really important.
Kane put his hands on mine and started squeezing really hard, and I realized, oh my God.
When Kane choked us, it did feel like you're a part of the movie.
How many people can catch a woman who's running away from them and put your hands in her mouth and rip her head apart? Now that's creative.
He is the one, the only, and the best. Everybody else can even compete with him.
We're happy to officially announce Kane Hodder's definitive documentary. My name is Derek Dennis Herbert, the director-producer of the project.
And I'm Andrew Barcelo, producer on this documentary. We all know Kane from playing iconic characters such as Jason Voorhees in the Friday the 13th movies, and the upcoming Friday the 13th video game. In 2006, thanks to filmmaker Adam Green, the world was introduced to Victor Crowley in the Hatchet trilogy, which showcased Kane's unstoppable killing power.
Hell and Back, the Kane Hodder Story, provides a look behind the mask of film's most prolific killer. And not only does this feature some never-before-seen footage of insider thoughts on Freddy vs. Jason, but finally, the true story of Kane's burns. This includes Kane talking to the woman who saved his life, and Kane meeting the doctor who saved him from death's door.
Now we're coming to you, the fans, to raise money and give back. As the trailer alluded to, Kane suffered severe malpractice at the hands of a doctor in Nevada, but was ultimately saved when he was transferred to the Bothan Burn Center in San Francisco. So, we want to donate a portion of the proceeds from this Indiegogo to them.
Here to talk more about that and his involvement with the project is none other than Kane Hodder himself.
Hey guys.
Hey Kane.
Hey. Now, I've been approached many times about doing a documentary about my life, and I never really felt that I was comfortable enough with the people involved until Derek and Andrew approached me and talked about how they would make sure it was something that I wanted to have people see. It's not all easy to look at and everything, so we decided to go ahead and do this, and they're doing it the right way. They're talking to people that I never expected them to get to, and doing all of the proper things to present this in the way that I want it to be. So I thank you guys for doing it like that. When you get burned as a result of fire, chemicals, hot water, whatever it is, it's a horrible situation, and it's something that is very hard to get through physically. And I'm often called a burn victim, which I prefer to, and most people I've talked to that have been burned prefer to refer to ourselves as burn survivors. It's such a difficult thing to get through physically. Then you have to deal with the fact that you're going to have scars for the rest of your life that remind you every time you look in the mirror, and also show people what you've been through, so people are staring at you, and you get to deal with that for the rest of your life. So they're mental scars as well, and they really are quite literally mental scars. I was lucky enough to eventually get to a place called the Bothan Burn Center in San Francisco, and they very literally saved my life. I was almost dead when I got there from a previous hospital, and with all the proper care and the sterile conditions and everything, they saved my life. And I feel very indebted to them, and I'd love to try and do something for them to repay what they did for me.
Whether or not you're a horror fan, To Hell and Back, the Kane Hodder Story is a special human interest documentary you won't want to miss.
We also want to be able to give back to you, the fans, as a way to thank you, by being able to celebrate the premiere with burn survivors and fans and go to as many conventions as we can in order to bring this documentary to the masses. Doing so will help spread Kane's message of hope and survival. We also have some amazing rewards. Anything from a day on the set with Kane himself
to limited edition VHSs, which is something for the true collectors.
We've set a very modest goal of $50,000, which is the minimum we need to make all of this happen. The more we raise, the more we can give back, both to the Burn Center and to you, the fans, both in added rewards and more events.
So please share the link with all your friends and acquaintances, colleagues, even strangers. Help us out.
And don't forget to follow us on social media and look out for updates.
Thank you so much for your support, and please contribute.
Do it, or something like this could happen. You know that's not comfortable. Oh, he's hurting bad. Please, before he passes out,